In today's video, we are going to be talking about what to do if you have high triglycerides and how you can lower them naturally. Triglycerides are a type of fat found in the bloodstream, and almost 1/3 of Americans have what is considered to be above normal levels. Having high triglycerides can cause inflammation in the body and can lead to pancreatitis, heart disease, and more. But the good news is there are ways you can lower your triglycerides naturally. So in today's video, I'm going to talk about 6 ways you can bring your triglyceride levels back down to a healthy level. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name's Kate. I'm a health coach and I post videos on a high-fat, nutrient-dense way of eating. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, feel free to share, and make sure to subscribe. And make sure to follow me on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook, where I share new posts every single day. Now, when it comes to heart disease, we are often told that high LDL levels are the greatest predictor, but this isn't actually true. High triglycerides are even more greatly associated with heart attacks than high LDL is. So even if your LDL levels are considered to be normal, if you have high triglycerides, this isn't something to ignore. High triglycerides are considered to be anything above 150 milligrams per deciliter or 1.7 millimolars per liter. And one thing to note is that high triglyceride levels often go hand in hand with low HDL levels. And HDL is considered to be the protective type of cholesterol. It is very rare for someone to have high triglyceride levels and also high HDL levels, and I will talk about why this is later in the video. But anyways, let's get into the reason you clicked on this video and talk about the 6 ways you can lower your triglyceride levels naturally. Number 1, reduce alcohol. Alcohol consumption has been shown to be directly related to our triglyceride levels. Studies have shown that for every ounce of alcohol someone typically consumes, triglyceride levels increase by 5 to 10% as compared to someone who doesn't drink. Reducing or avoiding alcohol completely can help you to lower your triglyceride levels. Number 2, include MCT oil. MCT stands for medium chain triglyceride, and this is a type of fat that is different than most of the fats we typically consume. Typically, the fat we consume is digested slowly, but medium chain triglycerides skip this digestion process and are processed directly by the liver. Medium chain triglycerides are found in foods such as coconut oil, butter, and cheese. But you can also buy MCT oil and MCT oil powders, which are a more potent source, and I will link to some of my favorite brands in the description box down below. But anyways, when compared to olive oil, studies have shown that MCT oil causes a bigger reduction in triglyceride levels. And this might sound counterintuitive. To reduce your triglyceride levels, you consume triglycerides. But we need to remember that the body is very complex. And in the same way that consuming cholesterol does not directly equate to increased cholesterol in the body, consuming triglycerides does not directly equate to increased triglycerides. Number 3, reduce sugar. We all know that excess sugar is bad for us. I don't think there's anyone who would argue that. And among the side effects that are linked to excess sugar consumption, high triglycerides is one of them. But the big problem here is that sugar is hidden in everything, and this makes it difficult to avoid. It isn't just candy and baked goods that you need to be mindful of. It's sauces, drinks, cereal, yogurts, and other products as well. Take a look at the nutrition label of any one of these products, and I can almost guarantee there will be added sugar. Studies have shown that those who consume higher amounts of sugar also have higher triglyceride levels. Probably the easiest way to cut down your sugar consumption is to focus on eating mainly whole foods. If you can cut down the amount of processed foods you are eating, you'll be consuming less sugar by default. And when it comes to things such as sauces, opt for brands that are sugar-free, such as Primal Kitchen and Undivided Food Co. And I will link to some of their products in the description box down below. Number 4, increase omega-3. Omega-3 is another type of fat that can reduce our triglyceride levels. It has long been known that omega-3 fatty acids are anti-inflammatory, meaning they reduce inflammation in the body. Studies have shown that consuming just 4 grams of marine-derived omega-3 per day can decrease triglyceride levels up to 30%. And it is really important to note that this reduction in triglyceride levels is only seen when we consume omega-3 from seafood and not from non-animal sources such as walnuts. This is because the type of omega-3 found in seafood is different than the type found in nuts and other plants. The form in seafood is already in the final form the body needs, whereas the form in plants needs to be converted by the body, and our bodies do not convert it very well. Anyways, the point is consuming fish and seafood regularly can help to decrease your triglyceride levels. Number 5, intermittent fast. Intermittent fasting has become very popular in recent years, mainly in regards to weight loss, but it can also help with our triglyceride levels as well. Intermittent fasting means you spend a portion of each day not eating. Most people choose to do this for around 16 hours. So for example, if you finish dinner at 6 p.m., you do not eat your next meal the next day until 10 a.m. And this means you are fasting for 16 hours. But how does this relate to triglyceride levels? Well, having high triglycerides is associated with being insulin resistant, which is a condition where the body is no longer responding to the signals of insulin correctly. Signs you are insulin resistant include difficulty losing weight, excess abdominal fat, and skin tags. If you are insulin resistant, it is likely contributing to your high triglyceride levels. And intermittent fasting is one of the best ways to reverse insulin resistance. Number 6, prioritize sleep. And the final tip is to prioritize your sleep. I think sleep is something a lot of us take for granted. We can seemingly get by when we do not get a full night's sleep, but we might not be realizing the full effects. One study found that when participants slept less than 5 hours in a night, their risk of having high triglycerides increased significantly. Now, if you are someone who has trouble falling asleep or staying asleep, my number 1 tip is to manage your light exposure, and blue light exposure specifically. But what do I mean by this? Blue light is a really strong signal for our circadian rhythm. The sun emits blue light, and this helps to keep us energized and alert during the day. And when there's no blue light, when the sun sets, this signals our bodies to release the hormone melatonin, which makes us sleepy. But here's the problem. Our electronic devices, our phones, our laptops, our TVs, these all emit blue light as well, and in really high amounts. So when we use these devices after the sun is set, this can suppress the release of melatonin and affect our sleep quality. One solution to this is to wear blue light blocking glasses. And guys, these are such a game changer. I've been using this pair from BlueBlox for close to 2 years now, and my sleep has improved significantly in that time. If you want to check them out, I will put the link in the description box down below, and to save 15%, you can use the code HCK15. And those are the 6 ways you can lower your triglyceride levels naturally. So to recap, number 1, reduce alcohol. Number 2, consume MCTs. Number 3, reduce sugar. Number 4, consume more omega-3. Number 5, intermittent fast. And number 6, prioritize your sleep. If you guys have been able to decrease your triglyceride levels, let me know in the comment section down below what you did to achieve this. I'm really curious to hear your experience. Did you incorporate any of the tips that I talked about today? If you guys did enjoy this video, please remember to like, subscribe, and leave me a comment down below. I really appreciate it. And if you did like this video, you might also like my video on how you can increase your HDL cholesterol, which is the protective type of cholesterol. You can check that video out right here. If you want to catch up on my most recent upload, you can find it here. And if you want to check out my keto diet and carnivore diet coaching programs, you can find those here. Thanks again, guys. I'll see you next time. Bye.